Shalom. I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakha Kodash. I send double honors unto our elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutation, and much respect unto the hopeful elect, the Akim that hit the highways and the edges, sincerely and truthfully presenting your bodies as a living sacrifice for Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Alright? So stop blaming Satan for everything. Alright? Stop blaming all your problems on everything else around you and everybody else around you. And before I go any further, Lord willing, this is an edifying video. You know, because the reason why I want to bring this up is because, first and foremost, the Most High, He have called us into this ministry. As Paul said, He entrusted us with this ministry, with the gospel, man. And we have, once you trust somebody with something, you expect them to do right by it. As the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter. Matter of fact, I'll just grab it, for edification of the camera. It says pretty much we're left in charge of the Most High's house upon earth, man. So this is the book of Matthew, all right, chapter 24, and verse 40. I'm starting from 44, all right. It says, "Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season?" So we're left. It says we're left ruler over the household, man. Meaning we have a responsibility. All right, we have a responsibility, and the responsibility is to teach the truth in its fullness. Not to take nothing from it, not to add nothing to it, and to also we have to evaluate ourselves daily, man. That's not something we should do once a week, or 20 minutes out of the day. We should do that every single day, man. But the point that I want to get into is not putting yourself in a situation to fall and then blaming it on everything else around you, man. Okay? Because, hey, this flesh, if you're not dealing in the spirit, the flesh will take over. As one of the elders here in Great Millstone said, he said, you got the flesh and you got the spirit. And whichever one that you feed, that's which one is going to grow. All right? If you continue to give yourself over to your fleshly lust, guess what? That desire for them fleshly lusts is going to continue to grow and grow. Opposed to when you're dealing in the spirit, guess what? That spirit's going to grow, man. All right? So I'm going to get a couple scriptures. And then, Lord willing, I'm able to get into this James here that I have on the screen. All right? This is the book of Galatians, chapter 5. All right? All right, this is the book of Galatians, chapter 5, and verse 17. All right? It says, "For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would." All right? So the more you give into the flesh, the more it's going to take over. The stronger your desires are going to get. The stronger your temptations are going to get. All right? And that can be a downfall, man. Say if you got an extreme appetite for women, you'll getting all on social media or on these dating sites, or you just be out in the clubs, doing any and everything to get you a woman, and not giving heed unto the spirit. Which there's nothing wrong with going to get you a woman, man. We're men. We're still men. All right. But when you get overly indulged and certain things is going to take over, man. You know, and this is being spoken from experience. You know, that's why the scriptures tell us in the book of Sirach, if thou comes to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. Because it ain't going to be just no walk in the park. You still going to have to, you're going to have to overcome some things. And it says, reading on here in Galatians, it says, but if you be led in the spirit, you're not under the law. All right. So now I'm going to get into this book of Sirach real quick. You know, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter, let's see, chapter 18 and verse 30. All right. It says this, go not after thy lust, but refrain thyself from thine appetites. All right. If thou givest thy soul, hey, it says refrain from these things, man. You know, is there anything wrong with getting a woman? No. Is there anything wrong with going to get you some money? No, because hey, the man that don't work don't eat. You know, and you still gotta, you know, we have responsibilities as men, not only as men of the Lord, but as men in this world. We have families. You know, we have these the price of living is high as hell, so we have to work, man. All right. Is there anything wrong with spending time with your family? No. All right. If these are things that you enjoy, there's nothing wrong with that, man. But don't overly, you know, don't indulge into it so much that now you ain't got time to study. You ain't got time to hit the camp. You know what I'm saying? None of that. You know, don't overindulge with it. Hey, when it comes to this truth, the truth is second to none, man. You know, if you have children in this world, hey, the truth is more important. You have a woman or a wife, the truth is more important. You know, you have a job, the truth is more important, man. All right. So, hey, man, let me continue on. It says, if thou givest thy soul the desires that please her, Salakia, that please her, she will make thee a laughing stock to thine enemies that malign thee. All right. It says, if you give, that's heavy, man. It says, if you give your soul the desires that please her, because what? Like I mentioned, we're still in the flesh. As I read, the spirit is contrary to the flesh, man. So if you feed your flesh, it's gonna make you look stupid eventually, man. It's gonna make, as it says, make you a laughing stock to your enemies, man, that malign thee, that speak lies on you, harmful untruths, man, slanders. Okay, you're gonna be a fool out here, man. You know, that's why us as men of the Lord, you know, we're content with the things that Yahweh Shem Yahushai have blessed us with, man. All right. Hey, now I'm gonna get this, you know, and it's just through the Spirit that I brought this up. This is the very next chapter, Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 19:1. It says, a laboring man that is given to drunkenness shall not be rich, and he that contemneth small things shall fall by little and little. You know, and that's another point that I want to make as far as not blaming everything else and Satan for things that you fucked up on. Is because, hey, in the midst of that, we have brethren. All right, and you will have brethren that'll notice, okay, I don't know, this brother's going down, you know what I'm saying, he's going the wrong way. Let me pull my brother out the fire, you know? And you don't realize how much that means for a brother to want to pull you out the fire. And you're contemning the admonishment of a brother. And it says he shall fall by little and little. Okay, all it takes for a brother to be like, hey brother, you need to stop doing that, man. Or hey brother, you know, you need to do this, or hey brother, you need to stop doing that. You know, it don't have to be a long drawn out ordeal, man. It could just be a few words. But if you deny it, if you get too prideful, you get all puffed up in the spirit and think you can't be told anything, it says you're gonna fall by little and little, man. Salakia. Satan's trying to fuck with the screen. The screen doesn't even have a timer, man. You know. So let me get into this book of James. All right, this is the book of James, chapter 1, and verse 12. It says, "Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him." It says, "Blessed is the man that endureth temptation." All right, that can fight through it. You know, prepare thy soul for temptation if thou come to serve the Lord. It says, "Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High. For the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man." You know, the Most High, he sets a plate in front of you, man. You know, and as the scriptures say, he always gives a man an escape route. He always gives you a way out, man. You know, he'll allow certain things to be in front of you. You know, things that may correlate with your past as a man in the world, and a path that you're not used to, which is a path to righteousness, a path to salvation. You know, so if you decide that you want to go back with that old man, that's not the Lord that's tempting you. That's your evil lust in your heart, man. That's what you really want to do. That's why it says, like I said, go not in a way that thou shouldest fall, man. Abstain from all appearance of evil, you know, because you can put yourself in a situation, and you can't blame nobody for this book of Lamentations real quick. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 3 and verse 39. All right. It says, "Wherefore doeth the living man complain, a man for the punishment of his sins?" So you can't, when the Most High, it says his eyes are 10,000 times greater than the sun. All right. So he searches out the heart and the reins of men. So if you decide you want to take that route of that old man, that vomit, opposed to the path of salvation, that's on you. Don't complain when you get shipwrecked or some old bullshit happens to you. You can't blame Satan, man. You know, and to make it very clear, Satan does fuck with brothers, man. You know, but it's not always Satan's fault, man. Sometimes it's your fault, and I'm speaking that to myself and to the hopeful elect out there, man. You know, everything ain't Satan's fault, man. We got to take responsibility for our own sins. All right? Going back into this book of James, all right, it says, James chapter 1 and verse 14. It says, "But every man is tempted." Hey, that's the spirit. It says, "But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed." All right? So it's not the Most High that's tempting you. It's that old man trying to creep back in. You know, and it's up to you whether you're going to allow it, man. Are you going to allow that, when the Most High gives, the Most High, he'll be talking to you, man. Through the spirit, he'll be saying, "Hey, you better not fucking do that. You better not fucking do that. You got this option right here." Just like buying on the Sabbath, Slakia. Just like buying on the Sabbath, man. There will be logical situations where you can you can buy on the Sabbath, man. But if you have an opportunity to avoid buying things on the Sabbath or doing certain things on the Sabbath, the Most High provide a window for you. And if you don't take it and you decide, well, the Most High understand. Nah, man, now you're playing with the Lord, man. Now you're gonna have that's gonna be marked down on your list. Because no one thing goes unpunished, man. All right? The Most High always provides a way out, man. Always. Every time he provides a way out, man. Niggas just want to do what they want to do. All right? It says this. "But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death." Very simple, man. Very simple. All right? Hey, so Lord willing, that was edifying, man, because, I was put in this situation personally. I'm not gonna dig way too deep into it. You know, where I was like, man, this shit ain't fucking right. This shit ain't fucking right, man. You know? And I said, you know, if I continue to go this way, this is gonna be the death of me, man. This is gonna be the fucking death of me, man. And you gotta think like that, man. Because the Lord ain't playing with niggas. The Lord he's about to put major judgment upon this earth. Unto all those who don't believe. Unto all those who don't obey his will or his word. That judgment is on the way, man. All right? So we gotta be considerate of the things that we read, man. The things that the Most High ain't playing, and he says he's not a man that he should lie. His word is not going to come back unto him void, man. His word is going to be fulfilled. Judgment is going to be fulfilled. All right? And we ain't too special to get fucked up, man, from the Lord, man. We is not too special. Just because we know the scriptures, we know the Hebrew, we know the name, you know, we know things that these niggas in the world don't know. We is not too special that we can't get fucked up. Keep that in mind, man. All right? It's lucky. Damn allergies. You know, but hey, call Allah Yahweh by Shema Shai, by Shemra Kakadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutation unto you, the hopeful elect out there striving for perfection and doing the will of Yahweh Shema Shai in sincerity and in truth. Shalom. I like that. That was fire. That was fire. Call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Call Allah Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man.
Spot on, bro. That's pretty much what that scripture I was quoting. It really says, man. Matter of fact, I'll be right back. Yeah, this is 2 Peter 2 and 9. It says, "But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light, which in times past were not a people."